Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves recently. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC, as she's widely known, has shared something incredibly personal. She's freezing her eggs. And no, this isn't just a celebrity gossip moment. Personally, I think this is a huge deal, and not just because it's AOC. What makes this really interesting is how she's using her platform to normalize a conversation that's often shrouded in stigma or silence. Fertility, reproductive health, these are topics that affect millions, yet they're rarely discussed openly, especially by political figures. So, when AOC posts videos of herself administering injections and talks about the costs and complexities of the process, she's doing more than just sharing her journey, she's challenging societal norms. From my perspective, this is a bold move, especially in today's polarized political climate. It's not just about her personal choice, it's about making space for these conversations in the public sphere. One thing that immediately stands out is her timing. She dropped these videos just hours before hinting at a potential presidential run in 2028. Now, that's not a coincidence. What this really suggests is that AOC is strategically positioning herself as a leader who's unafraid to tackle personal and political issues head-on. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. She's doing this while the US is in the midst of a reproductive rights crisis. Abortion rights are under attack, and access to healthcare is more precarious than ever. In my opinion, AOC is using her fertility journey to highlight the broader failures of the system. She's saying, look, this is personal, but it's also political. What many people don't realize is how much reproductive health intersects with politics. When AOC calls the US medical system broken, she's not just talking about her own experience, she's pointing to a systemic issue that affects everyone. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a masterclass in political messaging. She's humanizing herself while also advocating for policy change. It's a win-win, really. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, her potential presidential run. When asked about it, AOC didn't exactly shut the door. She said she hasn't ruled it out, and honestly, that's huge. What this really suggests is that she's playing the long game. She's building a narrative that positions her as a relatable, forward-thinking leader who's willing to tackle tough issues. A detail I find fascinating is how she's balancing ambition with humility. She's not saying, yes, I'm running in 2028. Instead, she's focusing on the midterms, which, by the way, are just around the corner. This raises a deeper question: is AOC the kind of leader the US needs right now? Someone who's not afraid to be vulnerable, who's willing to connect her personal life to her political agenda? Personally, I think she's onto something. She's not just running for office, she's redefining what it means to be a politician in the 21st century. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The midterms are crucial, and AOC is reminding us that every seat matters. Whether she's running for Congress, the Senate, or eventually the presidency, her actions now are shaping the future of American politics. So, here's my closing thought: AOC freezing her eggs isn't just a personal decision, it's a political statement. It's about reproductive rights, healthcare, and leadership. And if there's one thing we can take away from this, it's that politics isn't just about policies, it's about people. What do you think? Is AOC's approach something we'll see more of in the future? Let me know in the comments below.